Welcome everyone. Today, very exciting video. We are going to be reviewing this, the Murdoch & Co. No.80 Flash hider. Now, as many of you know, Murdoch & Co. is the company that are founded based on bringing British heritage to the 21st century. And with that, I'm going to be as unbiased as I can, being the producer and designer and owner of the company that produces this. So I'm going to give you the most honest review of this flash hider, what you get in the box, and what it has to offer. Because at the end of the day, this is not a cheap item, it's a collector's item, and with the amount of time and work we've put into this, I understand the pricing, so I want to tell you guys what that cost gets you and that investment. So with that, let's get into the No.80 Flash hider by Murdoch & Co. So what is the story behind this, the No.80? Well, simply put, the British flash hider on the SA80 is not available to the public. It's a very special thread. I own two originals of them, and there's nothing like it. Even if you got one, which is nigh impossible, they don't fit onto modern rifles. And one of the things I love is the look of it. It's very unique. Nothing quite looks like it. It's got a Cold War vibe on a modern rifle, which is very cool. So what Murdoch & Co. did was they took those original flash hiders from the SA80 and they created the No.80. The No.80 is a perfected version because there's lots of bad quality machining done on the actual flash hiders on the SA80, and Murdoch & Co. improved those. They also threaded it for 1/28. The SA80 has a very unique thread pitch that unless you own an original, you actually won't know what that is. But needless to say, it won't fit onto modern AR15s. So the No.80 is perfected for modern AR15 rifles. It looks the part, but does it shoot the part? And I will say it does. Murdoch & Co. designed this in such a way that everything was perfected. It doesn't use gear cutters. Angles were slightly changed, just things that made sense. The tolerances were tightened, hand polished, materials, hardness, everything was looked over and improved, just as everything is at Murdoch & Co. So with this flash hider, you know you're getting a quality piece. What's more is you get to choose your own serial number, and their coat of arms are engraved on the back of this, so you know it's a genuine product. But before we get into the packaging and what makes this so special, how does it shoot, the meat and potatoes of this product? A flash hider you'd think is a pretty simple bit of kit. It's actually extremely complex. Anyone that understands barrel harmonics, force dissipation, heating, all this stuff, this is probably, bar the chamber and the bolt, one of the most beat up pieces of the firearm. So it's really important that you get it right, and why it takes so long to develop these things. The No.80, I will say, is one of the most flat shooting designs I've ever shot. There's a video, if I can find it, that my mate took of us shooting this for the first time, and I was beyond impressed. We've also handed it to over 50 random people at public shooting ranges, and everyone is impressed. When you compare this to a A2 bird cage, or even your Surefires, your Dead Airs, this one comes out true. It's incredibly flat shooting. It's just this very snippy, it's almost like, you know, obviously you get a little bit of recoil because of you're holding the rifle on the bottom. It's very hard to explain, but when timed correctly, you have these 5 ports that just beautifully dissipate that force. So apart from it being flat shooting, the other thing I love about it is, of course, going to be the look. This thing looks awesome. It makes any rifle just have this unique Cold War look. It's that British look. So whether it's a AR15, which I think this would look fantastic on, or, you know, your bullpups like the AKB-23, it's going to look fantastic on those. To round this off, to make it even more British, is of course my favorite feature, which is the L3A1 bayonet. It just sounds awesome, and this shoots with it on also. All of the ports perfectly line up. The locking mechanism on these bayonets is notoriously bad. As a matter of fact, the British Army trains when you're using these bayonets to actually do a check bayonet. So when you fix the bayonet, you do a push and pull. When you stab this bayonet or you shoot it, in the British Armed Forces, you are trained to do a pull just like that. To, again, it's called a check bayonet. It's to make sure that this is physically on, because these original flash hiders on the SA80 series rifle were so bad, these would legitimately slip off. With the Murdoch & Co., you know, that's an 8-pound rifle, that's not going anywhere. And I've put many rounds through this, I've used it, it does not come off whatsoever. It's a secure fit. Now, one thing I will say is this will only accept original L3A1 bayonets. It will not accept repros. There's a lot of repros on the market. They don't have these ribs. So if you do purchase one of these, do not try to fit a fake bayonet, only fit a real one. You will damage your Murdoch & Co. number 80. So just something to keep in mind there. Moving on from that, what do you get in this package? It shoots great, it looks great, and you get the amazing ability to fit your collector's bayonets to it. So in the packaging, which was designed to work as a display item as well as a actual physical box for this product, so whether you live in a state where you can't own these or you wish to have one on the mantle, just as a collector's item for the serial or investor value, your Murdoch & Co. is going to look fantastic in its presentation box. It's got a little bit of the history, it's got schematics, the entire box has quotes and all these cool things on it, so take the time to read it. Inside the beautiful box, you're going to get a certificate of authenticity that when you purchase your product, Murdoch & Co. is going to reach out, you get to pick your serial number, and there's going to be an engraved coat of arms on the back of this here, which is going to be underneath your foam in the box, and that's going to really identify it as a Murdoch & Co. Again, for that future resale if you decide to resell it, or confirming that it's a genuine product. Inside the box you get a shim kit, precision aviation shim kit, a AR crush washer and rock set. Although I will say the threads on this are so precise and so tight with their coating, you might not even need the rock set. The manual says include it, so obviously listen to your manual gunsmith. But this might feel like it won't go on your threads, it will. It's because these are made correctly. Everything else on the market is made rather loosely and scruffily. What's more, your certificate of authenticity is going to be all handwritten. Your serial number is going to match what's on your Murdoch & Co. Along with your edition number, and then you're going to come to the manual. And the manual is a beautiful booklet, lots of great schematics in there. Really go through it. It features the entire British Heritage collection of flash hiders. So again, read it and go ahead and get that full collection. You know, the number 4 and the number 119 are going to be limited run items. These, for now, are going to be manufactured, but they're probably going to end up being limited run. So if you're unsure if you want one, even if you don't have a rifle to put it on, enjoy it in its beautiful presentation box. But guys, I'm going to attach lots of pictures and videos while I'm talking, as you've seen, of this product. So go ahead and let me know what you think below. This is a product that I myself am really proud to release, and I know everyone getting them is not disappointed whatsoever. The one thing I will say is there is lead times with these because of the engraving and just the precision to manufacture them. There's no blems on Murdoch & Co. There's no sales. So if you do place an order, please understand the time frame. See time as a measure of quality. It's not an insult with a high quality collector's item like this. Just like a fine watch or a fine sports car or piece of jewelry, the longer something takes, it's a compliment of quality. And that's exactly where these fit. It's not your standard bit kit. Yes, it can be used, yes, it can be shot and enjoyed, and it definitely is designed to do that. But at the end of the day, these are really collector's items, collector's pieces to be enjoyed whether you shoot or not. So there you go, that is the Murdoch & Co. number 80. We'll do more videos on the products coming out, the number 4, the number 119, and of course, the EM85, a semi-automatic limited edition SA80 service rifle, which is a beautiful piece. So if you're looking forward to that, go ahead, go on our Instagram at Murdoch & Co. or Echo Mike Training to follow the development of that rifle, get more information on these, and reserve yours when you're ready. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you own one. I'd love to hear it. Go ahead, share your pictures of them. And if there's any products that are unique and British you want Murdoch & Co. to make, go ahead and send them an email or comment below. Guys, until then, thank you so much for watching. As always, look after your mates, look after each other. And until next time, closing thoughts today. Honestly, on a rainy day like today, just, it's okay to relax, enjoy something, and have a cup of tea.